Interesting developments over in League 2 as, of course, match day number 8 rears its ugly little head. Who will be still top of the pops this coming match day? We're going to take a little look next. Today we're taking a look at match number 8. That's right, over in League 2, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button back. It's all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football related. We're gonna all here, boys, under one roof. That's right. I don't even know. I don't even know what the table looks like right here and now. I'm coming at you, recording this on September the bloody 3rd. That's my disclaimer. I'm wide open, of course, because I'm travelling right now, but we are going to take a look at the League 2 games for this coming match day. But just to make sure you know what's going on, here's a little bit of a disclaimer. Stop right there, of course. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to provide you with the results from the last weekend's matches because I'm going to be out and a body blout. So just want to make sure that you do have a prediction video ready so you can continue providing with your updates, whether it's via the Super Brew or via our own custom-made prediction league. So make sure you continue to do what you do. And of course, we'll bring you the best video that we can, even though we're recording it ahead of time. Of course, things will be back to normal very, very soon. But until then, let's carry on. So now you know what's going on. Of course, we are either on the road or coming back. I don't even know where I'll be at this point. But anyway, we are going to jump straight in with the picks. We're not going to look back because we don't know. We don't know what's going on. And we're going to take a little look, kind of rough, a raw look at these next games, which will take place. I don't even know when they take place. I'm going to have to scroll forward here to see where they are. This is match day number. I did say that match number 8. So we're gonna take a look at this. Again, we don't have many odds, so it's going to be from our gut, from our belly. And again, we don't know what happened in the last game. So here we go. There's no way I could do these games while I'm where I'm going to be. Anyway, so kick it all off. Salford will take on Notts County on, of course, this match day, which will be the 15th of September. Now, these two sides, I played just the one time, so 2015, 2-0 win for Salford. It was, of course, averaging 2 goals a game average. Of course, Notts County, as of recording, 75% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 5. They are or were top of the table with 13 points on the board. Up against Salford, of course, 42% form for them. As of recording, 7 points on the board, 17th in the table. Again, last time around, it was that 2-0 win, which was back in November 2015. It was in the FA Cup, of course, and they're running Notts County here, of course, prior to the previous match day was a couple of home wins against Tranmere and Accrington. Salford, of course, that EFL Cup winner against Leeds, and of course that 1-0 loss against Morecambe. Again, got no odds on this one, so we're not even going to do that one because I'm an ass. And then, folks, let's take a look at Accrington Stanley up against Sutton United. That's right, coming at you this coming weekend, the 16th of September. Now, these two sides, according to my eyes, haven't played each other in recent times, which I probably find that hard to believe. But anyway, I am recording this way ahead of schedule. 42% form for Accrington Stanley right now. They, of course, just one defeated past 4, 8th in the table as of recording, 10 points on the board they had. And of course, Sutton United were in trouble, still probably are in trouble, and of course, we're languishing in and amongst the old relegation spots right here, right now. Got no odds here, so we're going to have to look at the recent form prior to the previous weekend's action. Sutton, of course, still reeling or bouncing maybe of that 1-0 win over Wickham in the Catabetta Cup. Of course, they did lose to the Vegans, and of course, Stanley, the host here, of course, did lose to Notts County not too long ago, and of course, picked up an away day win against Salford. Again, got no odds, going to go after the go. My gut says a 2-0 win for Stanley on this one. Next up, we have Barrow up against Newport County. Let's take a little look at this one then, shall we? Where are you, Barrow, against Newport County? Okay, so this one might be flipped around. It might actually be in Wales on this one. I tell you what, I hate recording ahead of time, but we're going to do it anyway. So this game may be in Wales, or it may be the other way, but we'll take a long hard look at it anyway. Played each other 12 times since 2010. Regardless, in the prediction league, it will be you take a punt. Of course, played each other 12 times since 2010. We've got 5 wins for Newport County, 6 for Barrow, and we've got 1 draw. Of course, Newport County, biggest win over Barrow, 5-0 win, scoring 19 goals in those 12 games, 1.58 goals a game ratio. Up against Barrow, their biggest win over Newport County, 2-0 win, scoring 17 goals in those 12 games, 1.42 goals game ratio. As of recording, 50% form for Barrow right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They were 4th in the table, and of course 11 points on the board. Newport County on 58% form. Of course, they were in 6th with 10 points on the board right here, right now. Last time around in Wales, it was a 2-0 win for Barrow. That was back in September 2022. Again, got no odds on this one. Going to go with my gut. My gut says a 2-1 win for Barrow, who were, maybe are, flying high. Next up we have, of course, Bradford City against Harrogate Town, of course, down at Valley Parade. Now, these two sides have played each other 7 times to 2022 wins for Bradford, 5 for Harrogate, 0 draws, of course. Bradford, 1-0 win for them, was their biggest, scored just 5 goals in 7 games, 0.71 goals game ratio. Up against Harrogate, of course, their biggest win, 3-1 win, scoring 10 goals in 7 games, 1.43 goals game ratio. Of course, the visitors on 17% form right now, and of course, as of recording, we're in 19th, 6 points on the board, just 1 win in 6. Up against Bradford City, we're in 15th with 8 points on the board. Again, just 1 defeated past 6, 67% form for them heading into this. Last round, though, over at Valley Parade, it was a 1-0 win for Bradford City. That was, of course, back in December 2022. No odds on this one. Going to go with my gut. My gut says, of course, a home win here as Harrogate's still free-falling. Need to get a result and fast. Next up we have, it is Colchester United up against Mansfield. Let's get into this one over at Colchester. Now, these two sides played each other 17 times. So 2 got 5 wins apiece and 7 draws. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Played each other, the biggest win for Colchester, 4-1 win, scoring 25 goals in 17 games, 1.47 goals game ratio. They're on dreadful form right now, just 17% form as of recording, 1 win in 6. 22 points, 22nd in the table, 3 points on the board. Mansfield coming at you with 75% form for them, unbeaten in the last 6 games. And of course, their biggest win over Colchester, a 2-0 win, scoring just 23 goals though in those 17 games, 1.35 goals game ratio. They were in 7th again, way back when. Last time around at Colchester was a 2-0 win for Mansfield. And of course, heading into this match, you've got to realistically go with a Mansfield away day win here. 1-0 win for them as Colchester look like shit at the moment. No disrespect. Of course, Crawley up against Tranmere, of course, coming at you this weekend over in Crawley. Now, these two sides have played each other 13 times since 2012. We've got 5 wins for Crawley, 7 wins for Tranmere, and we've got 1 draw, of course. Crawley with the biggest 4-0 win for them, the record-breaking win over them. 19 goals scored in 13 games, 1.46 goals a game ratio. Flip that around to Tranmere. Of course, their biggest win was a 5-1 win, scoring 22 goals in 13 games, 1.69 goals game ratio. They're on 17% form for Tranmere as of recording, just 1 win in 6, 21st in the table, 3 points on the board. Up against Crawley, 16th in the table, 8 points on the board, and of course, just 1 win in 6, 33% form for them as well. Last time around at Crawley, it was a 2-1 win for Crawley back in April 2023. Again, got no odds on this one. Again, it's quite tough when you look at it, but I'm going to go with a draw here, point apiece. And again, a point in the bag for Tranmere, who looked a little bit shit at the moment, don't they? Gillingham up against Morecambe, a bit of a crunching tabletop classic here. Potentially played each other 10 times in 2008, 5 wins for Gillingham, 1 for Morecambe. We got 4 draws between these two sides. Of course, the biggest win for Gillingham, 5-0 win, scoring 17 goals in those 10 games, 1.7 goals game ratio. Meanwhile, Morecambe, their biggest win, their only win over Gillingham was a 2-1 win, scoring 8 goals in 10 games, 0.8 goals a game ratio. Meanwhile, Morecambe coming at you with a 42% form for them right now, just 1 defeat past 4 as of recording, in 9th in the table, 10 points on the board, up against Gillingham, who lost 3 on the bounce way back when. It might be more than that right now, 3rd in the table, 12 points on the board. Last time around over at Gillingham was a 2-1 win for the Gills back in August 2021. That was in League 1. And of course, my gut on this one's going to go with a home win here for Gillingham. Morecambe are a decent team. I think Derek Adams will get a tune out of these boys, and they may even be in the playoffs at the end of it. But Gillingham should have too much in the tank for this one. Next up, we have the Vegans up against Doncaster. When are Doncaster going to deliver? I thought they were going to be contenders, and now I look like an absolute fool. Anyway, played each other just the 1 time since 2003. It was a win for Doncaster. It was a 2-1 win. And I'll tell you more about that shortly. Doncaster, as of recording, 24th in the table, just 2 points on the board, 17% form for them. Looking pretty grim right now. The Vegans in 18th in the table, 7 points on the board, 2 wins in the last 6 games, 42% form for them as well. That 2-1 win, that only win for Doncaster was back in April 2003. I was in non-league, guys. So it's been a while. And Doncaster definitely need a result. You would at the start of the season think they would have won this game, but I do think they're going to struggle once again. A 1-0 win for the Vegans, and Grant McCann could be in the can at the end of this one, if not before. MK Dons up against Stockport. A bit of a banger this one as well. MK Dons looking good. Stockport, always everybody's favourites to do well, but struggling at the minute. Played each other 14 times since the year 2010 was at MK Dons. 3 wins at Stockport and 1 draw. Biggest win for MK Dons. 4-1 win, scored 28 goals in 14 games, 2 goal a game average. Up against Stockport, their biggest win, 2-0 for them, scoring 17 goals in 14 games, 1.21 goals game ratio. Stockport are at just 33% form for them right now. As of recording, just 1 win in 6. 6, 20th in the table, 5 points on the board, up against MK Dons, 67% form for them. Of course, 4 wins the last 6, second in the table, 12 points on the board. They could be top by this match. Last time around at MK Dons, 4-1 win it was for MK Dons back in December 2009, again in League One. Might have the mighty fallen on this one. Tough one, this one, but I'm going to back the host here. 3-1 win for them. I think Graham Alexandra at this level, just too good. Very good manager, and they will do A-OK this time around. Next up, we have Salford City up against Notts County. Of course, coming at you again. Where are you? Where are you? I can't see. There it is. It's on bloody Friday, the 15th of September. Played each other just the one time. Of course, a win for Salford. Of course, it was a 2-0 win. Of course, that was back in November 2015 in the FA Cup. Big win for Salford. Salford on 42% form as of recording. It's 17th spot right now, 7 points on the board. And Notts County are top the table, 30 points on the board. Unbeaten the last 5, 3 wins on the bounce. Again, as of recording, they're running from this one. A couple of home wins, Tranmere and then Accrington. Salford, of course, still bouncing from that penalty shootout win over Leeds. Former Premier League winner, former Premier League team Leeds, and of course a loss to Morecambe. We've got no odds on this one. Tough one to call. Going to go with a draw as well. I think Notts County, they've responded well to this league, and I think they're going to be up there. Not necessarily in the top 3, but definitely in the mixer for the playoffs, because they've adapted well to this league and they look good. Meanwhile, Swindon down against Walsall, coming at you as well on the 16th of September. Played each other 33 times in 1989, 11 wins for Swindon, 10 for Walsall, 12 draws, of course. Biggest win for Swindon, 5-0 win, scoring 47 goals in 33 games, 1.42 goals game ratio. Up against Walsall, their biggest win, 3-0 win, scoring 41 goals in those 33 games, 1.24 goals game ratio. Walsall, as of recording, in 14th spot right now, 8 points on the board, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. 58% form for Swindon, of course, just one defeat at the past 6, 10th for the table, 9 points on the board. Last time around over at Swindon was a 2-1 win for Walsall. That was back in Boxing Day 2022. No odds right here, right now. Too early for that. 2-0 win though for me for Swindon Town to take the win on this one. Next up we have Wimbledon up against Crewe Alexandra, of course, coming at you at Plough Lane. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 8 times since 2011. Got 1 win for Wimbledon, 3 for Crewe, 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Wimbledon, 3-2 wins, scoring 11 goals in those 8 games, 1.38 goals a game ratio. Crewe, though, picking up a big 3-1 win, their biggest, 15 goals scored in 8 games, 1.88 goals a game ratio. Of course, 50% form for Crewe right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They were 11th as of recording, 9 points on the board. Up against Wimbledon, 5th in the table, 10 points on the board, 58% form, just 1 defeat in the past 6 games. Last time around at Wimbledon was a 1-1 draw back in October 2022. In fact, Crewe, though, are unbeaten in the last 3 games, picking up a win and a couple of draws. Again, no odds right here for this game. Tight one to call, 2-0 win, long travel for Crewe. Next up we have Wrexham. It is Grimsby. This could be the final piece of the pie here. Might be the final piece of the pie. Anyway, played each other 24 times since 2004. We got 8 wins for Wrexham, 12 for Grimsby. We got 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Wrexham, 5-2 win, scoring 32 goals in 24 games, 1.33 goals a game ratio. Up against Grimsby, 3-1 win, scoring 30 goals in those 24 games, 1.25 goals a game ratio. Grimsby, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They were 12th as of recording, 9 points on the board. Up against Wrexham on 58% form for them, just 1 defeat past 6, 30th in the table, 9 points on the board. Last time around in the league, in Wrexham, it was a 1-0 win for Wrexham back in January 2022. They did actually play in the playoffs of the National League in Wales. It was a big 5-4 win. Penalties, or I don't even know how that all panned out, but Grimsby came out on top smiling on this one. No odds on this one, tight one, but I'm going to go with Wrexham at home. They're slowly but surely grinding out the results, and of course moving up the table. That, my friends, is what I will think will happen this coming match day. And again, I cannot show you the table because who bloody knows what's going to go on in the previous match day. But that's it, guys. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Non-stop shop continues here for League 2 right here at Blackburn Rovers. We'll be back to normality next time around, but until then, we're done.